Tombstone, Arizona Territory.
A respectable-looking lot for a change.
I think I see an old acquaintance.
A woman friend, Harry?
Acquaintance, Clay. Acquaintance. Miss Dixon?
Yes.
I'm Harris Clyburn, editor of the Epitaph. I don't know if you'll remember me. We met a few years ago in Kansas City when you were such big news in the suffragette movement.
It was a few years back, Mr. Clyburn. It's nice seeing you again.
Miss Dixon, you feel Tombstone is ripe for the suffragette movement?
I wouldn't know. I'm no longer with the organization. I'll be dealing faro at the Oriental. Good day, Mr. Clyburn.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Name, Julie Dixon, appeared on the register of the Cosmopolitan Hotel.
Room 17, Miss Dixon.
Thank you. Do you have a Sam Dixon registered here?
No, ma'am, we don't.
Recently?
Well, I can't be expected to keep everybody's name in mind. We have a fast turnover here in Tombstone.
Could I look at the register for the past few weeks?
Well, we're not supposed to, Miss, what about my money?
I don't recall saying it was yours.
Richie Farrell, owner of the Oriental, had struck it rich with his lady faro dealer.
Hello, Richie.
Hello, Hollister. You got a hankering to join Richie Farrell's faro game, too?
Oh, no, thank you. You're smoking those expensive cigars again.
Thanks to our new dealer.
Betting's closed. 10 not part of the action. 8 loses, 4 wins.
Business hasn't been so good since Big Nose Kate went through here in '81.
Where'd you find her?
Miss Ella?
Bell. You ought to know better than that. Can't have you drinking alone. It's bad for business.
Betting's
These
closed.
new entertainers are mighty independent.
4 not part of the action.
Oh, I found Julie over in Tucson, working for Billy Bennett.
8 wins.
She found out I was running a table here, asked me for a job. Good idea, Hollister?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can take care of herself.
6 loses, 9 wins.
I just don't figure it, Clay. She was one of the drivingest suffragettes of them all, and that's going some with those gals.
Yeah, well, Richie just told me that when he found her, she was dealing in Tucson.
What would make a woman change so completely?
How about money? That changes a lot of things.
6 of hearts, 6 of spades, king of spades.
Well, now, I finally beat the lady. Little short there, ain't you, lady? It's 4 to 1 when you call the turn.
Not on a cat hop.
Cat hop? I don't know nothing about cat hop.
A cat hop is when 2 of the last 3 cards are paired. Calling a turn in that situation pays 2 to 1. You'll find it in the rules on page 47.
She's a natural-born dealer, Harris. She got ice water in her veins.
She's a cool one, all right. Must kill a woman of her background to make her live in this way. Take a good look, Clay. You can't say that's a happy woman.
It's about time for those cards to start going the other way, isn't it?
Surely you're well enough acquainted with Pharaoh to know it's a game of pure chance. Luck isn't with you.
That's just what I mean. It's about time luck started coming my way.
Top card is 8, not part of the action. Jack loses. 5 wins.
5-1, lady.
You were on the 5 to lose. Your bet was coppered.
You accusing me of cheating?
Yes, I am. Take your money back. You're no longer in the game.
What's going on?
The lady accused me of cheating.
Look in his left hand. You'll find the token he tried to sneak off the deck.
There you are, ma'am. No need for the gun.
You vamoose. If I see you in here again, I'll have you thrown in jail. Take a rest, Julie. All right, get things back to normal.
Oh, Miss Dixon. You handled yourself like a veteran.
One of the first things a dealer learns is to be on guard.
And the same goes for sheriff. Should you ever need one, my name's Clay Hollister.
Thank you.
Julie.
Excuse me.
Sure. Sorry about that blow-up, Julie. Of course, you must expect some rough ones once in a while.
I know, Mr. Farrell.
Well, she can use a friend, Clay. She's out of her element.
You looking for someone?
Has a Sam Dixon been in here recently?
Your man?
My brother. I think you'd know him if he came in. He drinks a lot, gambles even more.
No, I don't remember anyone by that name.
Well, better freshen up and get back to work.
Belle Winters had been around. She knew men. She also knew what was troubling Julie Dixon.
I brought you a relaxer.
I don't drink.
What are you doing?
Looking for a name?
If you're still fooling around with that crazy notion of yours, it's about time you had a drink.
You sure you haven't seen Sam around town lately?
What makes you think you'll find him in Tombstone?
He was heading this way from Tucson.
The sprees he gets on, it's a wonder he didn't end up in China.
Then I'll just have to keep going until I do find him. I'll come face to face with him one day if it takes the rest of my life.
You know something? I really think you mean it.
Why do you think I took this up? Because I like it. I hate every minute of it, but I'd do anything to find him.
Tom Scott was just a man. It's only been 6 months. You'll get over it.
Not in 6 months or in 6 lifetimes.
You had quite a thing for Scott, didn't you? You know, what makes you think he was any different from any other man? Men, I think your brother did you a favor by killing him.
I intend to return the favor.
September 15, 1883. Julie Dixon became a familiar figure at the stage depot. Now, you see what I mean? She's met every stage since she's come to Tombstone.
Well, maybe she figures like I do. Sooner or later, everybody comes here.
She's looking for somebody, that's for sure. I wonder who.
Oh, come on, you worry too much.
Somebody or something changed her.
Ah, the Oriental. That other place didn't look too bad to me. Come on. Let's get back on the other side of town, Dixon. What's the matter with you?
Nothing, except I'm loaded with pay and burning to take a crack at them tables.
You ought not do that, Sam. That's a fancy place in there. Somebody might recognize you.
Who's gonna recognize me around these parts? Come on, I feel lucky.
You always feel lucky.
September 16, 1883.
Mail was in. A few circulars.
Thank you, Lee.
Could I speak to you, Sheriff Hollister?
Oh, Julie, what can I do for you?
Well, I need your help.
Yes? Lee.
I know a lot of people are wondering how a suffragette becomes a faro dealer. It's unusual, I guess, but I thought it was the best way to find my brother.
Is he a dealer, too?
No, I wish he were. He's always on the other side of the table. Gambling's an obsession with him, but... well, he is a good man. And since my father died about 6 months ago, he's all I have left.
You haven't seen him since?
No, he never did like to stay in one place for too long.
Just what is it you want me to do, Julie?
Find him. If I could just talk to him, I'm sure he'd listen to me. Maybe he'd settle down, make a life for himself. My father left us a little money.
You must love him very much.
I do. He just got started off on the wrong foot.
I'm afraid I've never heard of a Sam Dixon in Tombstone.
I know Tombstone attracts a lot of gamblers. I thought at last I'd find him here.
What kind of work does he do?
Oh, he can do most anything. I have a picture of him. He's had a lot of experience riding herd.
May I keep this? I'll ask around.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. If you should see him, I hope you'll keep it a secret. Sam's the independent sort. He wouldn't like to think of his sister taking care of him.
I understand.
Isn't that the lady faro dealer?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a woman is she?
Kind that doesn't belong in Tombstone.
Clay Hollister told me of Julie's visit to his office. He found himself pledged to helping the girl find her brother, and also committed to turning him over to the authorities in Silver City, where Sam Dixon has shot and killed a man over a card game.
You know anything else about Julie?
Nothing. Like all suffragettes, her background was respectable and dull, as far as I could tell. What do you think you'll do?
I don't know yet.
Well, maybe her brother isn't even in Tombstone.
Maybe. If he is, the best thing I can do is find him and get him out of here fast before she finds out about it. And I better start looking.
I'll keep this out of the paper.
Thanks.
Trail herding was a likely job for a man avoiding the law. Clay Hollister checked the ranches and camps outside Tombstone. He learned that Jim Kenny had been hiring trail hands for the past 3 weeks. The morning of September 17.
Oh, Jim.
Howdy, Clay. What brings you out here?
Looking for a man. This one. Does he work for you?
I don't ask any questions of a man as long as he does his work with a herd.
Come on, does he work for you?
I'd rather not say.
Well, it doesn't make much difference. I'll find him anyway.
Trail hands won't like me for this.
They won't know, Jim.
Well, what's he done?
He killed a man in Silver City, Jim. Where is he?
Good afternoon's ride from here. They'll be bedding down at the southern foot of the Dragoon Mountains.
Much obliged.
Why, thank me. I didn't help you none.
That's right.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Is Sheriff Hollister in?
No, I'm afraid he won't be back before tomorrow morning. Is there anything I can do for you? He's gone out to pick up that man on the poster.
I'll talk to Mr. Hollister tomorrow. Thank you.
The night of September 17. Clay Hollister approached the trail camp at the foot of the Dragoon Mountains.
There's a rider coming up the trail. Maybe a lawman looking for somebody.
A lawman?
Yeah, thought I saw his badge flash in the moonlight. Anybody in trouble around here, they better hightail it.
You get out of sight, Sam. We'll try to stop him.
Thanks, Will.
Howdy, Sheriff. What brings you up here?
Looking for Sam Dixon. I understand he's riding with you fella.
Somebody sent you out riding for nothing, Sheriff. We don't know no Sam Dixon, do we?
Nope. Were you the only lookout?
That's right, I'm the only one.
Where's Dixon?
Now, look, Sheriff, you doubting my word? I told you, we don't know no Sam Dixon.
How come there are 3 bedrolls and only 2 men?
Oh, now, looky here. If you...
All right. First man that follows me gets shot.
We got a long ride, boy. It's up to you whether you make it back in one piece or not.
September 18, 1883. I had to assume Clay Hollister would return with Sam Dixon. All I could do was try to keep Julie out of the way.
Morning, Mr. Claiborne.
Morning, Fred.
Looking for someone?
Yeah, Miss Dixon.
She left a little while ago. Didn't even have breakfast.
You know where she went?
No idea.
Well, thanks, Fred.
Morning, Mr. Clyburn.
Well, hello, Miss Dixon. You, waiting for Clay?
Yes.
Well, now, you know, he won't be back till much later on today. I was just over at the hotel looking for you. I thought maybe if you hadn't had breakfast yet, you'd give me the pleasure.
Not today, Mr. Clyburn.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Don't go through the door, Mr. Clyburn. I'll be forced to kill you. I mean it. Move away from the door. Been waiting a long time for this.
Oh, Julia.
Drop the gun, Sheriff. Told you I'd catch up with you, Sam.
Look, Julia.
I said drop it. I'll shoot the first man who tries to stop me.
Ain't no use, Sheriff. This is between me and my sister. Go on, Julie. Kill me. If that's what you're planning to do.
Now, hold on, Julie. He's wanted for murder in Silver City.
He's wanted for murder right here.
He wasn't any good for you, Julie.
Stop it. Who are you to judge him? What have you ever done that's been worthwhile? You're crude, you're weak and spineless. You always have been. Tom was a man who...
Julie, I can afford to tell the truth. They're hanging me in Silver City. So it don't make no difference what you do. Sure, I killed him. I killed him for you, Julie.
For me?
For you. I was hoping you wouldn't end up like Belle. That's right, Belle Winters. He did the same thing to her as he would have done to you.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sam.
She was a nice girl once, till he got his corrupting hands on her. You see what she is.
If what you say is true, that was a long time ago, before I met Tom. A man doesn't stay bad.
Some don't, maybe. But not Tom Scott. He was uptown and downtown at the same time.
What do you mean?
I mean he was seeing Belle again while he was going with you. I'm in a position to know, Julie. I'm downtown, remember?
I don't believe you.
Look, Julie, I saw them together. It was the same as seeing how you'd end up. So we got in a fight, and I killed him. And that's why I killed him. For your own good, Julie.
Oh.
Well, at least I told you. You can believe what you want. But like I said, I'll be hanging in a week. I might not be if I hadn't run from my first killing.
Get his gun, Sam.
Thank you, Julie. Much obliged for the favor. You hold him here. Give me plenty of time to ride.
Well, what about me? They'll bring charges against me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't worry about that, Julie. You've had lots of time to learn all the tricks. Just do a little smiling at the judge, and you'll get off in no time. Pharaoh dealer. Sure had you pegged all wrong, sister. You're as bad as Belle.
There'll be 2 charges, Julie. Aiding and abetting, murder.
Well, I can at least testify for your past character. You might get off, if that's any help.
It isn't.
That's the way it happened. In a town too tough to die.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run foul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.